Hello, friends. It's the
Hello.
Cinemondo podcast with Kathy and me.
Hi.
We have a teaser. We're going to talk about a teaser trailer, which sounds interesting. It sounds like one of those, sacred text based films that we like so much. The Hindu literature, characters from these vast pantheon of characters that we see in their literature and their sacred texts and things like that. They're heroic, but they're ancient stories. It's not like it's not like in America we have Captain America and Iron Man. These go way back.
Yeah. Now the reason I'm excited about it is because this also stars Upendra, who did this UI movie that came out a few months ago that I loved. It was so strange, so cool. He's a director actor. He always does kind of cool stuff. He's very esoteric, really strange films. I want to definitely see more of his films.
Yeah.
He did some incredible marketing for that movie. It's unbelievable. And then it also stars Raj B Shetty, who we loved in Ecom, that Kannada series of films. So great cast, fascinating idea. It also is directed by a debutante director. He actually is so he's actually a composer for Kannada films. He's been in the business for 2 decades. Now he's like, it's my turn to make a movie now. Okay.
So I've always said that people that do music for films are filmmakers just as much as the people that make the visuals of the film. They're filmmakers. So it's not surprising that someone who would do would put such heavy emotional content into a film with music would also be able to do that with visuals and story and dialogue and actors and blocking and whatever else that takes, because blocking has also been compared to choreography, which is based on music, and timing is so important. You always talk about timing, and that's all music is, So I think a composer becoming a director, I love that idea.
Me too. And it's also impressive because it sounds like this is a pretty ambitious project just on its own for a experienced film director.
Yeah.
So but in a way that makes it even cooler because he might take more chances. So let's take a look, see how this, this is just a teaser. So I don't know how much information we're going to get, but it is 1 minute and 37 seconds. And that's pretty long for a teaser.
That's good for a teaser.
So we might
unless it's one of those things that just has logos moving really
might
slow.
Be some of that. All right, let's check it out. I'm very excited.
All right. Quiet.
Okay. Right off the bat. Oh. Good job. Full scar. Love it.
ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಸತ್ ಮೇಲೆ ತೋರಿಸೋ ಪ್ರೀತಿನ ಅವನ್ ಬದುಕಿದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ತೋರಿಸಿ. Kill him. You must save him. Oh.
There he is.
Director nane. Gottu. Film hero nanu.
Get him after 45 days.
Yeah!
Looks like my dog.
Wow. Okay. August.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy gotcha moments in that. Wow. Okay.
I have no idea what this is about or anything, but it just filled with like set pieces that look pretty intense and beautiful. I mean, it strikes me as something that looks like a music video, which, not surprising. But it also looks really interesting as far as like there's like mythological looking stuff. There's ancient looking things, and there's also modern stuff like on that dock, with the ships, and there's some people in the streets and explosions and things. It looks like real world crossed with with the other world.
It seems like almost because this is based on, like you were talking about earlier, the Hindi mythological tales of like sage Markandeya, and then
the sacred literature.
Right. The casting actually gives us a few clues. So we have the Lord Shiva, the Lord Shiva.
Yeah.
The Lord Shiva protected his devotee Markandeya
from death.
So I'm guessing that, and looking at this, so Raj B Shetty is Markandeya in this story. So it seems like he's having visions. It seems like he's getting
reincarnation or something.
Picking up, right?
Yeah.
So then we also have Shiva Rajkumar play Shiva, Lord Shiva. Upendra, the real star, plays Yama. So we're happy to have a modern day kind of representation of this writing, this literature.
Yeah.
So
because that it's modern, I guess, modern analogs of the ancient Hindu characters, the deities, and Yama is death, and it's an interesting. I don't know the very the details of it, but I think it's a fascinating story. There's tons of fascinating stories within the ancient texts of all cultures, that people still go back to those old stories and find new things to talk about. And interestingly, they often will apply to our situation now. And because people have been people since the dawn of people, you know,
it's a human experience and emotion and trying to find meaning in life and comfort and all those things makes sense. And so that still exists.
Stories still make sense.
And I like that they're modernizing it. This had a very cinematically, just filmmaking wise, this had a very, very inspired feel to Upendra movies, because it had that really extreme lighting. We had a lot of red light, very surreal imagery, lots of that in there. It has some decent CGI, I think. I mean, considering it's a teaser, this looked better than most CGI we see.
Yeah, it looks like they're basically done with their effects.
Yeah,
it's really not like placeholder effects.
Exactly. So this looks like a fascinating project. I hope there is some influence from Upendra in this movie. It seems like there is, and he's to me, he's the standout because I just loved UI. But we can take a look at posters and see what we get from that.
Yeah, let's see what we can see. This is a depiction. Yeah.
So that's an interesting Shiva protecting Mark.
Right.
There you go. So that's what we're gonna see.
See a lot of cows
from Yama. A lot of the cattle in there.
Yeah.
So this is the main teaser poster. This is, letting us know about this poster coming out. So, and
the logo has the horns.
Yep. And
like the guy's motorcycle.
Yeah. The chains came in. Oh, yeah, exactly. So that's very cool. And you know what? Even in that trailer, Upendra, who's on the right, king of entry scenes, I'm telling you. And even in UI, it's like him getting out of a car, looking cool, and having a line, just like the line. He did the same thing in the trailer. So I thought that was really cool. And we have, this is what I think is interesting. Okay, this is Upendra. He has the horns. So he's got the red lighting because he's deaf, I guess. We have the cool, he always looks cool. He's got the cow, the
looks
cattle.
Heavy.
Yeah, it looks heavy. Jewelry, lots of rings. He looks super cool in this. What I think is fascinating is there's no type on this poster. They're just like, right?
You're right. You don't need it. It's like you get to a certain point, it's like you don't need it.
I know you don't need it. We know who he is, and he's got the sunglasses on.
Right.
He is death, and he is cool. But I do love the idea that they're so bold that they don't even have to put a name on it, at least for now. Weird art things. They're probably on social media, so they probably have a caption. But still think it's cool because even this beautiful shot.
Yeah.
So that's really cool because I love the golden eyes.
Yeah.
And the the benevolent golden light versus the red scary light is telling us also. So I think that's kind of fascinating. No Rajkumar that I could, no Raj B Shetty poster yet that I could find, but it's probably out there.
Maybe they're releasing them little by little.
Yeah, probably.
No, it looks like a fascinating project. It looks like one of those films that I like. I always talk about that the line between street level realism and enhanced reality, and then super fantasy reality.
Yeah.
And this looks like it's in the super fantasy reality realms, but it also looks like there's a little bit of street level. It's got like this sort of grounding, at least in the teaser, it appears that there's present day humans who may be reincarnated, or maybe we're getting a comparison story where we're seeing the ancient text depicted in a very stylized, hyper realistic way, and we're seeing maybe a modern version of what's happening in nowadays, to kind of, maybe the idea is to kind of show you that these ancient tales have relevance to present day modern situations and modern struggles, and we can still learn from our ancient ancestors and what they were thinking about and how they depicted it. Because their reality is different from ours, but their humanity is the same exactly.
Trying to understand the world and their place in it. Now, taking another look at this real quick. So we have Raj B Shetty in the middle, and he's got, like you were talking about, and just now, the grounded lighting, 4 colors,
right?
Kind of, more ground level, gritty, city life, kind of, that pale gray, and then you have the two opposing good and evil.
Yeah, the two. It's almost like he's kind of breaking through the two of them.
Yeah, exactly. So this is released for Ugadi holiday.
Okay.
Happy Ugadi! You got this teaser.
Yeah,
everyone's happy. So I'm very excited about this. Anything Upendra does, I'm interested in. So this looks fascinating. I'm rooting for a Debbie Hunt director and the music was cool. Had the big horns in it.
Yeah, it was kind of striking music. It's
he knows what he's doing, that guy.
Yeah, obviously it looks pretty intense.
It does.
Imagery, I'm sure, is filled with symbolism and meaning and depth and all that kind of stuff. It looks good. Yeah,
put in the comments if you caught some of the symbolism maybe we missed, because we're not experts or steeped in Eastern mythology and spiritualism, I should say. So put your clues and your Easter eggs or your theories down in the comments and educate us for the next full trailer that will be coming soon, I'm sure.
And again, we don't mean to be disrespectful in any way to anything. We may use the wrong terminology for things, but
we're all about movies, not religion. We don't know what we're talking about. So all right, catch you guys later.
Bye everybody.